going on YouTube? DFS Quarry back again with another main slate breakdown for Monday, October 15th, 2018. We got a 4-game main slate we're going to break down for you tonight. With me tonight, Jared, JS Miner 87 on Twitter. My name is Joe. You can find me at Joe Miner 3131 on Twitter. How you doing tonight, Jared?
Well, doing well. How about yourself tonight?
Yeah, no use complaining yet. We'll save that for the end of the night. Anyway, not a bad little 4-game slate for tomorrow. Shouldn't take too much to run through it. Cross off pretty much one team right from the start. But with that being said, Jared, you ready to jump right into it?
Yeah, let's jump right into it.
All right, first game up, we got Detroit Red Wings heading into Montreal to take on the Canadiens. We got projected Jordan Howard going for Detroit and Carey Price projected to go for Montreal. What do you like in this one, Jared?
Well, I think we can start off with the team that you almost write off in this one. What is it? If it is Carey Price, I like him in this play. Looking at this, I'm all Montreal here on this first line. Power play potentially, but I like the first line a little bit more than the power play setup here. Detroit is getting 3.8 penalties a game, but they're about splitting the league here in their penalty kill at 15th on the year ranked. But Montreal's power play isn't very deadly, but they do got a nice first line, and that first line also isn't afraid to shoot the puck, which is really where you get your value plays here. You got Jeff Petrie at a defense. He's getting you 3.5 points a game, and he has no goals and 4 assists. So a lot of those you'd have to say he's a shooting defenseman getting some shots on goal. The good thing, another great thing about this, you go down the line, if you want to play Nick Jensen, he's a nice Detroit defenseman. He's getting through 4 games, he's got a 4-point DraftKings average. So great value for Nick Jensen off the bat. Now, a lot of that is probably skewed. He did have 2 goals the other night in that one game. So, but at 30,000 and with you perhaps scratching for a little bit of money, I think he could be a good option, especially 3 points in 4 games. If you are taking that could be a potential play. But look at this, Montreal. I think you can do a nice 2-person stack and save a lot of money and potentials there. Like I said, I like Montreal's goalie in here. He's going to get shots against Detroit, I think, but I think he could probably stop them all. And that's all I have.
For me, I'll make it real simple. I'm not playing anybody from Detroit. If you want to play anybody from Detroit at all, it'd be Larkin. Take a look at him. Manta, you could look at him. Hronek, you could look at him. But other than that, I really wouldn't attack anything here at all. And if we want to take a look at the Montreal side, I think I'm more interested in the top line. I'm with you. Probably more of a pairing per se than it would be, the power play or a full stack. I like Gallagher, Tatar. I'm okay with him. Both them guys got 13 and 14 shots on the season respectively. Donaldson play, I guess. If you want to drop down to the second line, Kotkaniemi, I think his name is. He's in play. Just for salary relief, he's got 10 shots on the year, a goal, or no, he has an assist on the year too, +2. So just for salary relief, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Maybe a little Jonathan Drouin, but other than that, from Montreal, that's probably all I do. I'm more with a pairing. I like, maybe a Tatar and Gallagher. Tatar, Denault, something like that. And as far as Carey Price goes, I could see that in a cash game, but I don't necessarily see that in a GPP win. he's in line for the win in my opinion, but I don't think he's gonna, see much above 25 shots tomorrow, maybe 27. But I think you'll see higher shots totals in other games. That's all I got here. You got anything else you want to move on?
Let's move on to the next one, shall we?
All right, fair enough. Oh, by the way, that the Detroit-Montreal game, there's no line out for that yet. The Dallas going into Ottawa, take on the Senators. We have a Dallas visiting favorite at a -156, and we have an over and under of 6 in this one. Looks like it's going to be Ben Bishop taking on Craig Anderson. Who do you like in this one?
I think we can get on board that potential for goals is there in this one, with both teams actually averaging over 4 goals a game here, with 2 deadly power plays. Dallas leads the league in power play scoring, 6 goals and 11 opportunities for 54% conversion rate there. Great stats, 5 goals out of 16 chances for Ottawa. So if there are penalties in this game, you look for the opportunities, both teams to kind of jump on that. Definitely that first power play unit for Dallas has been deadly in this one. Sagan, Radulov, Jamie Benn really putting up numbers for Dallas so far this year. Don't ignore what Connor Carrick brings from the defensive side for Dallas. I know a lot of people get on, Klingberg potentially here, but Klingberg's the value you're getting mostly for Dallas defensively is, you might want to pay down and get Connor Carrick, who's getting 3.5 points per game at a 3,800 price tag. Looking at it from the Ottawa standpoint, like I said, you can't ignore that, those power play numbers. Dallas is a little bit more disciplined. They only have 2.5 penalties a game, so they might not get a lot of opportunities. But Ottawa has scored a little bit, and they do have some good value plays. Chris Tierney coming across from that San Jose trade for Colson. He's been really, making a presence known. 3.9 points per game at a 4,100 price tag. Brady Tkachuk, it's almost like he's never been out of the league. He's playing like a real veteran. Potential's there, 5 points in 3 games played. That's two games less than what they played, and he's already put up 5 points, which is unbelievable stats, but maybe it's that name. And also, I like Ryan Zingle here. Lower price tag at a 4,600. He's got 4 points on the year with 4 games played. Goalie-wise, I really don't know if you want to take the risk on any goalies in this game. I'd probably aim in more at another game. I'm probably going to, looking at this game, I might want to pay up on the goalie side of things and really try to find a value play on a second and third line in this one, because I think there's going to be potential for scoring there, and I don't like a goalie from this game. I'll tell you who I like, though, later on in the show.
I like this game. I do. I like the top line from Dallas for certain. Radulov, Benz again. I like Klingberg. I like Carrick. I like Lindell. Everybody there. And I also think that Ottawa could be potentially a sneaky team to get in here, especially defensively with them. Max LaJoy, I'm not certain how I pronounce his name. He's got 15 total shots on the year on goal. He's got 6 points on the year as a defenseman. You got Thomas Chabot. He's got 8 points on the year as a defenseman with 10 shots on goal. I like both those guys a lot. As far as the defensive side goes, I like Colin White. I'm not certain if you mentioned him at all, but I think he's potentially in play cheaper. He's got 7 shots on the year, 3 point assist. And I do like your Ryan Zingle call. Um, he's got 4 points on the year, 2 goals, 2 assists, and 12 shots on goal. So I do like him a lot. So I do like both sides of this game. Potentially, if you could fit it in, you could game stack this one. Anderson, their goalie, is facing 40 shots a game, roughly, per game this year. Bishop's facing about 30 shots per game. So both sides are actually giving up a lot of shots. So the chances are going to be there. I like Dallas to win this game, but I think that this could potentially go like a 5-4, something like that kind of a game. So I like both sides of this one. That's all I got.
Let's move on to the next.
Anything else? All right. We got the Los Angeles Kings heading into Toronto to take on the Maple Leafs. We got a 6 over-under on this. We got Toronto as a -220 home favorite. We got what looks to be Jack Campbell yet taking on Frederik Andersen. What do you like in this one?
I think the potential for ownership here on the Toronto side, it's going to be pretty one-sided here. I think we've seen some, what was it last night there that Jack Campbell got roughed up a little bit for the first time. But really from LA side, there is not much value plays at all. Toronto kind of runs the train. If you do a points per dollar kind of breakdown on this slate, then the Kings by far. I like looking at this. LA hasn't scored a power play goal. I don't think they're going to score one tomorrow, so that you can scrap the power play line from LA, both of them. You look at the penalty kill. LA's not doing very well. They've been shorthanded 15 times, gave up 4 power play goals. So you might want to run that power play for Toronto. But I just don't see Campbell giving much more than 2 to 3 goals. And I don't know if they'd be the same pairing. So I would cautious people here, be a little bit more cautious to stack this Toronto line like we have been doing. I understand you look at Morgan Riley, what a career year already, 13 points in 6 games, an average of 1.67 points per game. What a crazy stat for a defenseman. And he's still only $6,000 on the salary. I don't know, what it's going to take to make him the most expensive, defenseman on the slate. For some reason, they love Carlson, they love Burns still, and they haven't really done much on the year. But they've been quick to adjust for points on the offensive side. Here, I think we've both kind of been on the Kasperi-Kapanen. Great play if you want a little bit of salary relief there. He's getting some great minutes, and 6 points in 6 games, still nothing to be upset about there. Here's a great value play that a lot of people might not see on the radar here. Ron Hainsey, what a great value play. He's not Morgan Riley, but he's really putting some production out there too if you want to look at salary relief here. I like Frederik Andersen in this slate. Not sure, he's one of 2 options I would actually take for the easy win. So I look for that.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to flock to Toronto heavily in this game. Obviously, it's going to be their bigger guys: Matthews, Tavares, Riley, Marner, Marleau. They're going to sneak, a little bit of Connor Brown in there, maybe some Hyman, just for salary relief. Maybe some Jake Gardner. You could play him a little bit. Just try to mix it up a little bit, but I am with you. I like Kapanen a lot, and I do like Hainsey a lot too. Hainsey is going to be sneaky, I think. He's got 4 points on the year. He does, 6 penalty minutes already on the year. but he has 8 shots on goal. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists, so he's there. He's involved in the offense. So I like him too. And as far as Los Angeles goes, for me, it would be, the top line plays. I like Kopitar. I like Iafallo, Toffoli, Lewis, Kovalchuk. They're all in play. You could play Carter. Anybody else in a GPP, maybe take a look at Tanner Pearson. I like Drew Doughty on the defensive end. Alec Martinez sneakily on the defensive end too. I kind of like him a lot. He's only got 2 penalty minutes for being on defense this year. Not very many shots on goal, but he does have an assist. He's got 2 assists, I'm sorry. So you could sneak him in there. Not many people are going to be on him. But I do like Toronto to win this game, and I don't want any goalies here at all. You got anything else?
Nothing for this game.
All right, let's move on to the last and final game on the slate here. We got Minnesota going into take on the Nashville Predators. We don't have a line in this one. It looks like it's going to be Dubnyk heading into take on Pekka Rinne. What do you like in this one?
Well, to give a little bit of viewership for today's line, my one value play on my slate right now was B Street from Anaheim. He came in at a low price, $2,900 with a goal. So you can't complain on that. The only thing is he scored a goal against the goalie I'm playing, but hey, we'll take it. This here is a much more balanced game going back to the slate. Minnesota and Nashville, you got value plays from both ends. I think Nashville's really starting to get it together here a little bit. 4-1. Their goals kind of were a little bit, you didn't see that offensive production we thought could be there early on, but I think they're starting to turn it around. 3 goals apiece on the year by Victor Arvidsson, Philippe Forsberg. That Arvidsson price tag at $6,000 sure looks real nice. The thing with him, though, is if he's not getting you that goal, he's not getting you much else at 3.8 points per game. He's not a shooter. You look at Forsberg, he's getting you 4.7. So nice numbers there at 6,900 here. I don't think Dubnyk does. I don't think he's going to pair too well here. He gives up 3.3 goals. If it is Dubnyk, I don't think that one's been confirmed yet. But let's get back to that and say I like a stack here of Nashville. I don't think you can ignore the power play line. They haven't been converting too great here, but you got Minnesota taking 5 penalties a game, a little bit too much. They're an undisciplined team. I really like taking a chance on that Nashville power play line. Probably going to look first line first, but really it's going to depend where the other line fits in. What other games can I pair? Can I pair that first line with anyone, or am I going to get a better choice by paying down a little bit, taking that second power play unit of Nashville? Definitely, I think, going to be scoring here. Minnesota crushed it for me the other night. I had the Suter, I had the Stahl in, and I had Zucker. So, I hit that hard the other day, hit the great stack there. I don't think you're going to see that against Rinne here, and I'm actually going to steer clear of Minnesota.
I think there's a lot to like in this game. A lot. I like both sides of it. I think Nashville's defense is probably a little scary with there being a couple other good plays on the slate here. But as far as Minnesota's side, if you do want to attack them and you do want to play them, I don't think that I'm going to play Minnesota. I'm 95% certain I'm going to not play any of them. Maybe as a one-off, possibly with Suter or something like that on the defensive end. But if you want to play him, it'd be maybe Zucker, Granlund, Spurgeon, Parise, maybe a little Eric Stahl. But again, I'm not really too high on these guys. I guess I like Jason Zucker more than pretty much anybody. Zach Parise, Eric Stahl. Those three would be my top 3 plays there. I do like the Nashville side a little better. I like Philip Forsberg a lot in this one. I think he's definitely in play. I think you could look at Roman Yossi. And I definitely like Craig Smith. I think he's definitely in play. But, you can mix and match them up here, stack them up if you'd like to. Kevin Fiala, you could take a look at him. I know he's not gotten any points so far this year, but he does have 10 shots on the year. So maybe let me write that down. I'll write him down. Missed him earlier. Probably like a GPP play because the way it sits right now, he's a lot of red, so can't see too many people jumping on board with him. But I do like Nashville in this game, to be honest with you. And Dubnyk, I don't want any part of him, although he has been taking around 42 shots a game so far this year in his starts. So if you want a GPP shot and you think that Minnesota could win this game, Dubnyk would be in play for you. But I don't like him. I do think Rene's in play. He's seen about 30 shots a game so far this year. He's got a .946 save percentage. I'm okay with him. So I think possibly Rene as a goalie. But not so much Dubnyk. That's all I got in this one.
Yeah, I'm good on that one.
All right, man. You want to jump in and play the game?
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you got for your diamond stack?
My diamond stack here, I am really liking line 2 for Ottawa in this one here. Colin White, Matt Duchene, Mikhail Bodker. Great price tag. Bishop coming off of they got the win the other day, right? Last night against Anaheim. But I like that. I like that Ottawa second line here. Bodker's been, 4 assists on a 5-game slate here. I think Duchene has, both these guys, Matt Duchene, Mikhail Bodker, 8 points, all assists between the two. No goals yet, but I think they're due in this one. Let me see where Colin White is. Do I have him? Colin White down here. 2 goals for the year for him. I think this year's a good value play, and they are in a good spot here. Ottawa, line 2.
I like that. I'm going to go with the line 2 from Los Angeles Kings with Toffoli, Pearson, and Adrian Kempe. Why not? Somebody's going to give up a goal or two. We know that Anderson's going to give up at least 2 goals in this game. So go with them. Really don't like anybody else on the slate for a snowflake stack. Or a diamond stack, rather. So I'll go with them. What do you like on your snowflake stack?
I think we're going to go right back to probably the snowflake stack you have here. First line, Detroit. It's like Christmas when people see they're lining up against Detroit's first line because you're probably going to be rewarded with points, goals, assists, every little bit because, either the goalie doesn't want to stop shots for them guys or something's wrong. And a -8 through 5 games for who is it? It's Nyquist, -8 through 5 games. That's bad. So they can't stop anyone. Apparently they must cherry pick, and it just doesn't work out.
I'm going to go with line 1 from Ottawa. I like line 2, but I don't like line 1. I'll take Boddicker, Duchesne, and White. Boulder Award.
Boulder Award here. I like Carey Price for Montreal.
I can't blame you. That's who I was going to pick. I got to go with Pekka Rinne, I guess. Just because I don't think there is anybody else left to go with. So, overall, what do you like about the slate? What are you going to do here? What's your plans? Give me a quick rundown.
I think we're going to see. I don't see much of spread plays here. I think you're going to get a lot of ownership centralized among a couple teams. I think people are going to be hammering hard on Toronto, and they're going to be hammering hard on that Dallas stack here against Ottawa. I think that's going to leave the door open for those who want to stack that Nashville. Think about Nashville from last year. If you see it happen, like you said, Fiala's getting shots on that. Another one that's actually had a slow start to the year, but it's capable, Kalturis. I know I played him a lot last year, and he really was a good play. And stats have shown there, he's at a 4,500 price tag. With he's a guy that gets you minutes at a 4,500 price tag. He could come in sneaky in this one. Like you said, we're pushing Ottawa in some of our stacks here. I think Ottawa's actually going to be able to score on Dallas tomorrow, believe it or not. I understand it's probably going to be Bishop, and he had that fast start, but what I think we've seen the Bishop now is the key of bipolar disorder. He's having a great game, or he's having a very sloppy game, and with Ottawa's production early on here with Thomas Chabot there defensively. Tierney with 7 points here, 4 points for a couple guys. I think people are going to overlook Ottawa. I think that could be a nice sneaky GPP play for folks tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be a hard slate to read because I think you can get away with a GPP of Ottawa. You can get away with a GPP of Nashville, and you can even get away with the GPP of Montreal here if they go off against a struggling Jimmy Howard goaltender here. So I might like putting a Montreal stack in there. Kokiniemi there. You got Montreal's a shot-happy team. Paul Byron getting a lot of shots on net. Deneau, great shots on goal there. I think they might be my top GPP play, actually. That as I sit here and look at the slate, I think they're going to be a nice potential GPP front runner. So that's where I'm heading tomorrow. It's going to be a fun slate, and actually I think it's probably a little bit unpredictable.
I like it a little bit this slate. The Detroit game, I can't see it. It looks to me like it may be a 3-2 final in favor of Detroit, or in favor of Montreal rather. Carey Price for the win. I think he's in play for cash, but that's pretty much it. Dallas Ottawa. I like this game. I like it to go over the 6. I think Ottawa can here. I like Chris Tierney a lot. Take a look at him. I like Dzingel a lot. Take a look at him, and don't let out Brady Tkachuk. He's definitely in play. And the Dallas side, it's the top line for me. Radulov, Benz again. I do like on the defensive end, Klingberg and Lindell a lot there. Los Angeles Toronto game. Let me fade Toronto. I suppose in GPPs, I'll probably play a little bit of them in cash games just because you may as well just jump on board and ride them with everybody else. I do not like Campbell at all in this one. I look for Toronto to win. The 6 over-under is probably going to go over, and I look for Toronto to win by at least 2 goals. So you could see a 5-3, 6-3, something like that here. Last game, Minnesota, Nashville. I like Pecorine. I like him as a GPP or a cash game play. I think he is in line for the win. I like his 946 save percentage. I like that he's seeing about 30 shots a game. So I do think Minnesota is going to get shots on the net. I just don't know what kind of quality, what kind of shots are going to be. Are they going to be quality looks? Or are they just going to be throwing a puck on the net? I prefer the latter. If I'm going to play Rene, just throw the puck on the net. Nice, easy saves. I'll take it all day. And I'm with you, Jared. You could stack this game up, possibly, or you could at least stack that Nashville side. And to be honest with you, I kind of like the Nashville-Ottawa pairing. Looking at it right now, I'll dig into it a little more tonight into tomorrow, see how I can pair them up. Maybe possibly stacking both sides of that. But if not, I'm probably going to be heavier on the field than heavier on Nashville than the rest of the field as far as that goes. But I do think Toronto's your chalk team tomorrow, and I look for Dallas to be your second highest owned chalky team. And my goalies are Price and Rene as of right now. I can't see me playing anybody else in this one. That's all I got, man. Real nice, quick, easy show. Anything else, bud?
Well, in regards, somehow I pulled off the 10th place in my $10 double up. So I'll take it there, winning $20, bringing me up. What Kyle Connor with the empty netter. We might be a fan favorite. My last one here, which is a sneaky, I don't know if they're just playing him. I need to see here, 1.75 points per game. Wonder what Anthony Bitetto with 1 assist was. Maybe he was just filling in for a Nashville scratch there. But it's, caught me curiosity when I'm looking here at my points per dollar kind of breakdown. Say, 1 assist in 2 games, but it could have just been, an injury brought him down. But yeah, this year, it's going to be a fun slate. And I'm back to what you kind of said with, I think we can look for a couple real high scoring doozies here. The more I sit and think about it, I like Rene a lot in this one. He's probably going to be your highest priced one. In fact, I could probably even tell you, looking at the salary sheet. Now, Ben Bishop at 8,500, Rene at 8,300. So you're going to pay up, but I think the paying up and goaltending is going to be essential in this one here. Don't take any chances. I think he's your good play.
Yeah, I think you start with your goalie, pick your goalie, and move on from there is how I would suggest to do it tomorrow. But that's it, everybody. So if you like the show, give us a thumbs up. Let your comments down below. Let us, give us what you're playing, where you're leaning, any kind of comment you want, man. But other than that, Jared, if you ain't got nothing else, we could jump up on out of here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.